is Michelle Belleville, and I will be presenting my capstone project for the UX Design Foundation Certificate Program. I thank everyone watching and listening to this, and I hope you find it enjoyable. So for my design project hypothesis, a user experience problem I wanted to address was the need for seniors and users with disability who have issues with the modern ways of using digital tools can get better customer service. These experiences need to be reassessed and improved to provide better customer support for these users to respectfully get their issues resolved. A lot of seniors have issues with trying to log on to websites. Technology is moving so quickly. Some users might not have devices, but it's just major hurdles, and a lot of companies have actually gone to the digital route versus having an actual human. And they've set up all these hurdles that don't allow these users to get the proper customer service that is needed, and these users feel left out and don't get their issues resolved. So with my project, I was looking at getting feedback from seniors and users with disabilities regarding their experience with customer support being provided by companies these days, and then how I could envision either updating a website's overall customer service, or think about how we as a society do a better job with customer service. So that's kind of like a pie in the sky idea, but it's something to think about. The questions that I was looking at addressing were, how might we ensure our senior users and users with disabilities feel comfortable with getting solutions to their product issues? Another one is, how would we be able to build trust with our senior users and users with disabilities by providing them the quick and easy solutions to their issues? And how might we provide the best user experience for our seniors and users with disabilities? Some of the solutions that I was coming up with is provide a clean, easy to understand and navigational interfaces with a clear user journey to allow them quick access to the solution. Another is provide the best user experience based on accessibility and ease of use. Another is provide different choices for their user journey based on their need. Some seniors, they can use a computer, but the other users really need to be in person, or some seniors could use voice commands, things like that. So with that, my hypothesis is, we believe that providing easily accessible answers to issues through multiple sources for our senior users and users with disabilities will improve the overall user experience, so users will feel more comfortable and confident in finding a solution to their issue. So doing some research, user research, my determined research goals were, what are the current issues with customer service for seniors and users with disabilities who are trying to get an issue resolved with a company providing a product or service? Are there better solutions to fix these issues? And lastly, of the top solutions, how could we build a better user experience that allows our seniors and users with disabilities to easily resolve their issues? In my user survey, I asked a lot of different questions, varying questions, and the results were, not so unexpected, but some were, a surprise. I wish I had a larger group to survey and get better understanding of it, but again, this is just a class assignment. But the analysis and the takeaway from this, which we already know, there's a lot of frustration with customer support across the board, every company, everywhere. Seniors and users with disabilities are hesitant to call or access customer support for multiple reasons, mostly fear and frustration. Users will likely still like to resolve their problems in a face-to-face manner. They still, like a lot of seniors are from an older generation, they do want to talk to a person. Users will pay more for a product and service from a company if they provide good customer support. More clearly needs to be done to provide better customer support solutions for seniors and users with disabilities. For my wireframing, I looked at the design side of everything, and I really envisioned a very clear, minimalistic design approach. We don't need to worry about flashy logos, colors, just a clear, big button, easily accessible website. So in my first wireframe, the initial wireframe is for the user to select if it's in person, website, phone, video chat. They can go down or drill deeper into the website. Then, I'm using website as an example and drilling down, what do you need help with, so that the user can drill down and find specifically what they're needing. And then the next is if a user says they want to use the website, they have an issue that needs to be addressed, and they want to go by video chat. So there's a person there that you video chat with. There is captioning. So if the user's hard of hearing, you can actually see what's being said. So users with issues with hearing can visually see this. And also along the way, there's going to be a summary so that they are clear either to-dos or summary of the issues that will be resolved. And at any point, the user can say, click on these buttons to say slow down, repeat that, speak up, things like that, so that it allows the customer service rep to understand more of what the user is trying to do, or if they're having issues and they need to slow down. Then once everything's completed, there'd be a summary of the issue and the person knows exactly what's happening, and they have a printout or a summary of what transpired. So for my style guide, fonts that I chose are Inter, Public Sans, DM Mono. Those are clear, very clean, modern fonts that are great for digital or devices, so that in fonts will need to be a lot larger. So they do display well for that. In my style guide, I worked on display and heading typefaces, so kind of showed examples of how large, how small, how readable those specific items would be. And then for my color palette, I chose a color palette that will allow for creative reach with the colors chosen. So it can either be very basic, or it can then expand out if needed, but try to keep it so it's minimalistic but still will look good. So with that, taking it to the next step with a high fidelity prototype after doing user testing and getting feedback from users, that the first screen would again be colorful, so it engages and it's inviting and warming and calming, but it's clear that there's only a question and you can clearly decide where you want to go. And then in the next section, again, we're looking at website, that it's a drill down. So I've added this breadcrumb to the top so the person knows where they are at all points. And then once they start drilling down, they'll be able to see more information. But one item with the footer is I wanted to have it so that if the person is still having issues with going down a drill down path, that they can say, okay, I need a video chat, or I need to go call someone on the phone. So it allows them the ability to stop what they're doing and then jump over to another way to get their issue addressed. Next screen is showing that the user is using the website. They want to return an item, but they want to use a video chat. So now it shows, okay, the user is on the website returning an item. They get a video chat showing captioning, summary, all of that. They have the ability to let the support person know to slow down, repeat that, speak up, and can go from there. And again, once everything is resolved, next screen will show that the issue is resolved. It shows the summary. The user can print it out. Of course, they would get an email sent to them, but in their profile for that website, they'd be able to see all the issues that they'd have, and they can go back and say, I want to follow up, reopen, or a new issue. But all over, this is a clean user interface, and it allows the user to have a clear user journey, but also allows the user to actually drive at certain points. So with the moonshot, or my moonshot idea, again, we have a huge problem that customer support has been subpar for seniors and users with disabilities, and pretty much everyone else. But companies don't spend the time and effort and resources to support this. So how do we go about revolutionizing this, or what's a radical solution? One way is to change the way we as a society look at providing proper customer service support for seniors and users with disability, and eventually everyone, but really looking at folks that really need the help, and radically change the culture by addressing it, or creatively guilting companies overall into providing proper support. With new technology, I was thinking out of the box, down the road, technology that hasn't been built yet, although the idea has been around for decades, but build a holodeck. This is where customers would enter the holodeck and get most of their questions or issues resolved by an AI that would provide the empathetic conversation that needs to be done. The AI can, speak up, slow down. They have the patience to listen to the person and get their issue resolved. And it doesn't waste valuable people resources. So the user is in an environment that they're comfortable with. And at any point, if the user says, okay, I'm not getting anywhere, I need to talk to a human, they can say, stop, speak to a human, and they can go forward with that. So that's kind of my moonshot idea. So with that, I appreciate you taking the time and listening to my Capstone project presentation, and I wish you a good day. Thank you.